Welcome everyone. I'm back from my holidays. I've been skiing a lot, and so I'm back. Even though you have seen a few videos, that was just to fill out the content until the end of the week. But now we are getting back to business. So let's get to it with the annual plan because yes, we have done the first 2 months already of the year. Tuck, tuck, and we are going to work on that part. So until the masters, which come on the week of the 7th of April here. So until here, we are going to be on a mesocycle which aim to consolidate because I've been accumulating a ton of fatigue here with the dieting phase and the amount of technical work and also so this is a consolidation phase. The idea is simple. I want first to alleviate the fatigue that I've accumulated to be able to go back on the second cycle with a lot of energy and willpower to get through and get a lot of things done. Second, on the technical side, I have changed everything. But as you saw in my video where I came back on I actually did it. I actually did it. I mean, at the moment where I'm talking here, I don't really know how that look on camera because I haven't really tested it, but I'm pretty sure because well, I mean you saw that video. If you want more detail, go watch the video. Anyway, so now I'm clear and crystal clear on what my technique should be moving forward, and that is the technique that I'm going to carry over until I reach my goal of swinging 130 miles per hour at the end of the year. But before I'm able to do that, I need to stabilize. I need to reinforce the patterns, make it getting more and more comfortable. And here, so here I've been somewhat close to, I mean, with a consolidation without making some tests and so on, even though I haven't put it there, but I'm probably somewhere 110. Well, 110. Yeah, actually, let's. No, that's a speed journey. Yeah, I haven't put the average here actually. Equal average. Nope, just those three. Okay, 105.6. That's not that bad. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Anyway, that's not the point. Here, those are very low. Those average are very low because I've been testing a lot. The idea here is because I'm going to remove the fatigue. First of all, I'm going to train less because I was doing kind of gym workout and golf training every day. So here, and that's also what is going to be new for this cycle, is you are going to see me in the gym because since I'm not going to train golf every day, I need content because I told you I have committed to post a video every single day for this year. So I'm going to start filming my workout in the gym, so you will see what I do, and so that way I'm going to reduce the volume of training to allow myself to recover. But on the golf side, I'm going to be eating at least I try to eat 200 balls per session. And so there is going to be the first 100 to 120 balls, which are going to be just warm up, where I'm actually going to warm up to speed to activate all my muscle fibers and make sure I'm ready for speed. During those 120 balls, I'm actually going to work a lot on my technique, stabilize everything, making sure every pattern is right, keep doing things over and over and over without changing everything, looking at the camera, making sure everything is in place. As I said, I'm very, very sure that 99.999% of the things that I'm doing, I'm not going to change. I know exactly what I need to do. I might not be able to actually pull it off yet, but I know exactly what I need to do. And so that's the first 120 balls, and then the 70 balls that are going after are going to be about. That's not yet speed training since I want to reduce the fatigue. I'm not going to work on speed actually, But in between those, I'm going to start working with speed stick. First with the blue one. During this phase, I'm not going to actually start overspeed training. I'm just going to translate my technique with the driver with one of the speed sticks, the blue one, which is the middle one that's kind of correlated with the driver. And then, so that's going to lay the foundation for what's coming after with the speed training, where here I'm actually going to be working with the speed stick for overspeed training. So 200 balls, then overspeed training, then 80 balls to finish the session. So here, and that's the deal. So I'm going to first 120 balls, then the blue stick, just to translate my swing, getting comfortable with the blue stick, and being able to really create a connection between my normal swing, my swing with the driver, and my swing with the stick. This is the most important things, because in the past, when I was training with the overspeed stick and so on, I was creating two different patterns, and then I wasn't able to correlate that to the golf swing. So that's not what I want to do now. Here, I really want to create a connection between my driver swing and my speed stick swing. So every time I get faster with speed sticks, I get faster with my driver. And I want those two to be correlated. So I need to work on that. That's going to be the consolidation here. And then the last 80 balls are not going to be actual speed session. But this is going to be consistent speed. What I mean by that, I'm going to hit with decent amount of intensity, somewhere between 70-80%. I'm not trying to put more energy, but I'm going to try to get as fast as possible by getting the motion as efficient as possible. And I believe that I can get an average somewhere around 115. So that's kind of the goal. For those 70 balls, 80 balls, I want to be able to get as close as possible to a 115 club speed by the end of this cycle. So getting that average, and I'm not counting the first part, which is warm up, because I'm not going to test things, but I'm focusing more on the details, the technique, and watching the camera. Where on the 80 balls that are going to come after, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm just trying to execute my swing the best I can, transfer the energy and momentum through the club the best I can, and to get an average that is as high as possible without actually spending more energy. Here, I'm not trying to fatigue myself. I'm just trying to consolidate. So I need to keep my energy low. Here, we will start ramping up a little bit more energy. Here, I'm going to cruise between 70-80%. Here, we are going to start getting somewhere between 80-90% of effort. Not full out, but we are going to start pushing a little bit more. Because I say 80-90% because the speed stick alone, without me actually trying, is going to push my nervous system a little bit higher. So because if I already try to swing 100%, that's going to be way too heavy on my nervous system. Anyway, all of that we will see after the master in detail, what I'm going to do to actually get my average to somewhere about 120. That's going to be kind of the goal here, gaining 5 miles per hour and being able to swing with my normal swing somewhere around 120 on average for the 80 balls. So that's kind of the goal. Anyway, so that's roughly what we are going to do here. Also, I'm going to maintain, I haven't actually tracked my weight because I think I probably went up. That's probably for sure. I probably went up because with skiing, alcohol, bad food, and so on, I probably went up a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. Even though I didn't reach my goal of 10%, as long as I'm not getting as high as I started, because I started at 19.4, remember? So 12.6. I mean, as long as I don't get above 15% by the end of the year, because next year I'm going to do a dieting phase again. But if I start at 15%, I will be able to get back to that 10% mark that I want. I'm going to keep track of it here, just to make sure things don't get out of control. But I'm going to slightly be on caloric surplus since I want to gain strength and speed. So yeah, we are going to do a lot of that. And on the stabilization also, I'm on the gym part. I've been so maintenance and mobility. What I so mobility, that's if I need it, but the idea of maintenance here is I've made some pretty interesting gain during the cutting phase, which I wasn't expecting, but I guess creatine and a high amount of protein actually help. So that's something that I'm going to get back to. And what I want is, since I want to really remove my fatigue, I'm not going to push that hard during that period, those 4 weeks, those coming 4 weeks. I'm actually just trying to consolidate the gains that I've made. So mainly with the squat, it's going to be, if we come back here, so heavy squat with the band is going to be 4 plates. Normal squat, 3 plates and a little bit more, but at least if I consolidate 3 plates, that's more than enough. A really good squat, because the 150 was kind of a little bit trash, to be honest. Heavy bench, same, 3 plates. If I just validate and consolidate the 3 plates, being able to do a little bit more reps with, that's going to be okay. Same bench, 2 plates, even though I've been able to do 110, I want to really consolidate the 100, be comfortable with the 100, multiple reps if needed. I've been able to do 4 plates with the deadlift, so I need to consolidate that as well. And heavy deadlift, I think I find a way, and I would like, so what I'm going to do is kind of set the bar somewhere around my knees, because with the elastic bands, it doesn't really work. It's really difficult to do. So what I'm going to do is just set the bar somewhere around my knee levels, and just try to lift up to kind of the upper portion of the deadlift, or maybe slightly below my knee to get started, and try to reach 5 plates. Also, I need, and I mean, that's something we will work later on partials. That's kind of a partial here with the deadlift, but we will do partials with the heavy squat and the heavy bench as well. What I mean by partial is actually not doing full range of motion. So because with all of those exercises, I'm already doing full range of motion, and I'm going to keep doing those full range of motion and try to increase my strength. But what you find is generally the upper part of the movement, you can get really, really stupidly strong compared to the lower part. And so that's something that really helped me here to break through those plateaus and get stronger, because I was actually getting heavier with the elastic band. But there is a step above the elastic band, which are partials. And so I think that's what I'm going to do to really push really hard. And because honestly, the speed that I want to reach, 130 here, what I want is being able to do it easily on the between 120 and 125 easily on the golf course. And so what I found in the past is, when you're doing a lot of speed training, you create systemic tension in your body, which is not very good for the kind of the mental stability. What I mean by that is, to hit a drive very hard, you need a kind of getting your internal state to get the heart start beating a lot faster and get really intense and so on. And what I found is it kind of disrupt the mental equilibrium that you can have on the golf course. And so then it's become much more difficult to kind of calm down, to be focused for the approach shot and the putting and so on. And so in my opinion, to be able to perform to the best of your ability on the golf course, you need to have a mental state that is as stable as possible. And so, yes, I can swing between 120 or even 130 by getting into that state where my heart is bumping at 190 beats per minute and so on. That's possible, yes. Is it something that I wish? No. What I want is having a peaceful swing, really relaxed, that allow my mind to stay calm and stable, and yet being able to swing between 120 and 125. And so if I want to be able to do that, that's not just about speed. That's a lot about technique, efficiency, and strength. And so that's why, even though I'm going slowly over the year to get more and more intensity into my swing, that's not something that I want to end up doing in the long run. That's why I'm focusing a lot on technique here and strength, because I believe that the two components that is going to give me an easy speed, which is more important than the raw speed that I'm going to get. Because to be performant, to score as low as I want to score, I need a peaceful mind. And to get a peaceful mind when you are swinging that fast, you need your max to be well above 130. And so I need to get strong to the point where I'm easily swinging. When I really go after it, that's easy for me to get above 130. But that way, when I'm calmed down, I have the strength and conditioning and efficiency in my swing to actually swing between 120 and 125 without even trying. And that's how I can keep my peaceful mind, which allow me to stay focused over 4-hour golf course. Anyway, that's kind of the plan. And yeah, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time working on the mesocycle. Next week, I'm going to show you the detail of it. But yeah, that's honestly, that's a chill 4 weeks to come. I'm going also to start getting comfortable with filming in the gym because to be honest, I'm not comfortable at all. So probably what I will do at the first few sessions is actually just the first few sessions where we are going to have a chit chat talk in the car, and then maybe I'm going to at first just record without actually talking, because there is 2 levels of awkwardness, let's say, when you are recording yourself in the gym. The first one is going to be using that camera, which is a pretty big camera, in the gym. So there is going to be people wondering, why do I get that level of camera in the gym and not use my phone? So that's the first thing that I need to get over. And then there is another one, which is me talking to the camera. That's going to be fun as well. But I think that when people start getting used to seeing me with that camera, I will get to it. So probably I won't talk that much during. I don't know. Maybe I will do a voiceover afterward. I don't know. But what I'm thinking is, car just before I'm going to explain what I'm going to do, then record the workout, and then doing the car afterward, where I kind of go over what I've done. But over the long run, you don't worry, you will have talk during the workout, because to make it more interesting, something like Sam Sulek is doing would be interesting. I don't know, but because I think that's something that is very lacking in the golf world. They are not showing that much their workout, especially their EV workout. When you see a lot of on television, it's kind of their warm-up workouts that they are doing in between rounds or before rounds to get loose, but they are not showing you the actual heavy workout. And so since I'm going to be doing a lot of it this year, you will see how to actually train for heavy stuff and to get stronger. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I believe tomorrow I would like to start with the gym, actually. So see you.